Hey there, people. JD and TJ for Ultness. We took a field trip to Rooster Teeth Expo 2014. For those who don't know, Rooster Teeth Expo, or RTX for short, was held in Austin, Texas on the 4th of July weekend.
This mini pod we got to meet with Geoff Ramsey. He may have helped you get some achievement points and trophies from achievementhunter.com, or you may know of his antics on Red vs. Blue.
We had a pleasant banter about his work at RT, Achievement Hunter, how he got into the YouTube entertainment industry, and his obsession with Peggle and the joys of screwing with his coworkers.
You can find this man and his mustache's work at roosterteeth.com or achievementhunter.com. For all of our work, visit ultness.com and keep up to date by subscribing to the channel.
Ladies and gents, the voice of Grif, Geoff Ramsey. I am here with Geoff from Rooster Teeth. How are you doing today, sir?
I'm doing great, JD. How are you doing?
I'm doing all right. So, for our new fans out there, what do you do for Rooster Teeth?
Okay. Well, currently, I've done a myriad of things at Rooster Teeth over the last 11 years. But currently, I voice the character of a very lazy orange guy named Grif in a cartoon called Red vs. Blue.
I think I've heard of it.
Yeah, it's out there. And I also run and manage another production within the Rooster Teeth umbrella called Achievement Hunter, which is it's a myriad of things. But currently, we do Let's Plays of some of our favorite video games like Grand Theft Auto and Minecraft, and we also do achievement guides and a bunch of other dumb videos.
It sounds like you guys are having a good time doing this. So how did you fall into this? I read onto your wiki. I cheated a little bit.
Okay, absolutely. You've done your research, it sounds like.
I tried doing my homework.
There you go.
It's the first thing outside of high school I've done. So you were in the military.
I was.
How long did you serve?
I was in the Army for 5 years of active duty. Yeah, and I always wanted to be, when I grew up, I wanted to be a writer, and I joined the Army to be a journalist. It seemed like a quick path to that. Found out I didn't like journalism, and became a photographer for a long time in the military. I liked that, but it's a pretty difficult life, pretty difficult way to make a living as a professional photographer. But I still just wanted to be creative. So when I got out of the Army, I started as a PA for a company called View Askew in New Jersey. A guy named Kevin Smith made a lot of films in the 90s, still makes films.
Oh, yeah.
So I worked for his company for a while. Then I became a roadie for a band, and we played a show in Austin in December, and it was 75 degrees, and everybody was wearing shorts. And then I went home to New Jersey, and it was 10 degrees, and it was black ice everywhere. And
Me and you share the same pain. I'm from Jersey too.
Oh, really? What part?
Union Beach, just outside of. It's in Monmouth County and stuff. But.
Yeah, no, I was stationed at Fort Monmouth, and I lived in Eatontown for a while.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So you definitely know about the pizza and bagels out there.
Oh, I absolutely know
Pork
about
roll
the
and
bagels.
cheese.
Yeah, they're amazing. That's the one thing, we have breakfast tacos here, but I would kill to get a good breakfast bagel. You know, we don't have them here. But yeah, so I packed up everything I owned, including my then wife at the time, and we moved to Austin. And 3 weeks later, I got hired at a tech support company where I met Bernie and Gus, and we started making websites together. And it somehow turned into this. I don't know.
It just snowballed into.
It did, yeah.
So is this a little surreal for you that this is what, their third year or?
I think this is our fourth. Yeah.
Okay. Of Rooster Teeth Expo. Is this a little surreal that these people are here for you guys? This is like I was talking to Gus earlier. This is like the biggest room of cheers. Everyone knows your name and and is happy to see you.
It's surreal, to put it mildly. Yeah, it's indescribable. I'll do my best, but the just the acknowledgement that the dumb things you do are appreciated by so many people is very humbling, and I still, after 11 years, you wake up some days and you just can't believe you're about to drive to work and play video games with your best friends, and get to call that a career.
That I don't think anybody could actually get to say that all too much outside from Rooster Teeth or anyone else that's in that kind of industry.
Yeah,
that's amazing. That's a job anyone would really dream about.
Well, I thought it was the best job in the world, and then the other day I was talking to a guy here who was explaining to me that he makes whiskey for a living, and I realized I got close to perfect, but there is another career out there that could have been better. Yeah,
and you You could mix those together. That could be a different channel
Well,
altogether.
I do my best already. Yeah.
You've already got enough on your plate to work with.
Yeah.
So, Achievement Hunters under your belt, Red versus Blue, that's underneath your belt. Is there other projects that you want to work on? Even outside of video games, is personal to you what you want to do?
Well, I have worked on many projects in the past. I was involved with every Rooster Teeth production at some point, except for Ruby, probably. I used to do the podcast. I used to run our store, which was a nightmare. I did all the live action stuff, and as time has gone on, I've kind of distilled down to what it is I want to do. And right now, all I want to do is be in that room with those guys playing Minecraft and Halo and GTA, and I can't imagine doing anything else. But we'll see. Achievement Hunter didn't exist until 7 or 8 years into Rooster Teeth, so who knows what I'll. I might grow to hate them all and want to do a new project in a couple of years. You never know.
Well, let's not hope that doesn't happen. You guys have.
Have you spent any time with Michael? He's fucking annoying.
I could see. I watched some of the shorts and everything, and I could see the stresses that you guys have.
Mhm.
But those kind of things. It's like the bad brother inside of a family. It stresses you out, but it brings you close together at the same token.
It's honestly like the strength of Rooster Teeth and Achievement Hunter as a whole, I think, and it comes with knowing people so well. Like I was talking about this in an earlier interview. I'm probably one of the world's biggest Howard Stern fans, and the strength of that show is that those people have been working together for 25 years, and they can piss each other off in 30 seconds, and that 30 seconds is the most entertaining thing in the world. And I'd like to think that we are developing that ability inside Achievement Hunter, and the more we work together and the more we get under each other's skin, hopefully the better the product will be.
It's funny because we were just recorded a couple of weeks ago for E3. We were doing the coverage, and we're sitting on the set. And Mike, he's our producer and stuff like that. He's behind the scenes, and he's controlling the cameras. And he kept on telling me, he's like, just stay in focus, stay in the center of the focus, and don't sway so much. I'm like, all right. And like me knowing that little tidbit, I'm like, Mike, am I okay out here?
Yeah. Then it's like, thank you for asking me to sway for the next 30 minutes.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. You just lock that in. Yeah.
Yeah, those little things, because that makes me stress out even more. I'm like, Mike, what would you do without me? But this interview is more about you. So your history is already out there. We already know that the success of Red versus Blue, Rooster Teeth, Achievement Hunter, that's all there. Do you want to get back into journalism and photography?
Oh God, no. First off, I never want to have a boss again as long as I live. Or
well, maybe like freelance, like doing.
I thought I did. A couple of years ago, I bought a really nice camera, and I spent about a month using it, and I don't know, it wasn't the same. I think sometimes you can't go home again. Yeah, I don't know.
That's how I feel with some older video games, like playing Rampage on NES. I'm like, this game's garbage. It's hard.
It's like, why did it? What was it that I ever liked about it in the first place? Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I am fortunate enough to be doing what I want to do right now. So they say that when you turn your hobby into a job, it becomes a job. But my hobby's still a hobby. So I'm pretty comfortable and pretty happy doing what we do. It's what I want to do when I wake up every day, and when I'm not doing that, I just try to be a really good dad.
That's most important.
Yeah.
So just real off cuff on this, I am impressed by your tattoos.
Oh, thank you.
How long has it taken you to get the collection of tattoos that you have?
Gosh, I got my first tattoo when I was 18, and I am 39. So if you carry the one, that's 21 years, I guess.
I don't have an abacus. I guess that's right.
And it's a work in progress. Like I'm still going. So I'm going a lot slower than I was when I was younger. But yeah,
it's impressive artwork, man.
Thank you.
So hopefully we'll get to. Obviously, we're gonna see you next year, and so
I'll be here. I'm contractually obligated to be here.
So Achievement Hunter, 2014, 2015 is up ahead of us.
Mm-hmm.
Is there any games that you want to look into conquering and helping people out get their achievements and trophies?
Oh my God, yeah, the list is endless. Off the top of my head, we're very excited about the Master Chief Collection. We're very excited about Sunset Overdrive, The Enemy Within. Destiny is going to be phenomenal. I'm really looking forward to see what they do with the new Call of Duty. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, the new Assassin's Creed Unity looks amazing.
Mhm.
Like, there's an infinite number of games. I actually feel like 2014, looking at what's coming out across the next 8 months or so, probably Evolve, probably the strongest series of game releases I've seen since we started the company. So it's really exciting. It seems like every game is going to lend itself to videos.
Has there been a game or an achievement that you just like, gosh, I don't want to sit here and do this?
Oh, there's
Because
been tons, yeah.
the one that strikes in my head, and I've crowdsourced some of the questions too, was the Dead Rising 7-day achievement.
7 Day Survivor? Yeah, I don't have that one, but I don't have that one under protest for a myriad of reasons. Hardest achievement I ever got, which was really frustrating, was the Mile High Club in Call of Duty 4. But I hated every second of trying to get it, but the second I did, it was all worth it. So
You just dropped the controller like a mic, grabbed yourself a whiskey, and called it a day.
yeah, that time I did. The previous 400 attempts, I threw the controller. Yeah.
Going through 400 more controllers
Yeah,
after
exactly.
that. That's cool. I was about to say, there was a slew of games coming out. I know Evolve is one of them that I'm desperately wanting to try and play. What is your favorite game?
Of all time?
All time. I don't care if it's an iOS game
I can't
or
give you
a board
one,
game.
but I'll give you a solid list. Populous, I grew up playing. Halo, obviously, I owe my entire life to Halo. I really love the Fable series. I mean, I love it. This might sound weird, but I might be the world's biggest Viva Pinata fan. And
That game is the electric lava light of Xbox. Like,
is.
I've wasted probably 90-something hours trying to get two pinatas to mate.
but it's so rewarding when it happens, and you get to play Love
Birth
Doctor.
of Naish.
And then Peggle. Peggle is people don't take me seriously when I say it, but I am obsessed with Peggle. And I fancy myself the world's greatest Peggle player. I'm probably not, but it's fun to feel that way.
When I saw Peggle for the first time, I was like, oh, it's that game from Price is Right.
Yeah, kind of.
And it's a good distressor too, because you push the button and let the ball drop, and you go at it.
Yeah,
It's not really a game; it just plays itself.
Yeah. After 6 years or so of like diehard Peggle playing, it gets a lot more complicated to that, at least for me. But yeah, no, it's a tremendously. It's also great. Any game that you can pick up and play for 8 to 10 minutes and then put down is awesome. You know.
That's what I was saying to some other people. If you have a game that is built in with a flux capacitor and you just notice that time flies by,
Yeah.
then it was worth the time that you bought and spent into it.
Left 4 Dead was always like that for me. Like I would sit down and be like, I'll just play around a Left 4 Dead, and then you'd look up and it'd be like 4 hours later.
Yeah.
Like, Jesus, what happened?
But Plants vs. Zombie was the same thing for my
Yeah.
roommate. He goes, oh yeah, let me try endless mode, and then the sun was coming up.
That's the sign of a good game.
So thank you so much for hanging out with me, man.
No problem. Absolutely.
And so all of your content, where can we find you or what you...
What we produce, your best bet is to go to roosterteeth.com or achievementhunter.com. We
Okay.
have links to all of our videos there.
And do you have a Twitter handle or...
Yeah, my Twitter handle is Geoff L. Ramsey.
Cool. Thank you so much, man.
No problem.